I'm Bill Hall, Superintendent for Salina USD 305. Today we're at Central High School. We're going to take a look at the science classrooms. On the first floor at Central, Mr. Colby's science class has original fittings and equipment from when the lab was constructed in 1952. The biology room on the second floor has cramped and stationary learning space, and even today's learning equipment like the whiteboard has to be mounted on the back of the classroom behind the students. The science classes just are not set up to teach 21st century science skills and do not offer hands-on experimentation, robotics, and biomedicine. Now let's visit directly with Shanna Rector, the principal of Central High School, and get her perception on the science classrooms here. Ms. Rector, could you share with me a little bit, and say a room such as this, a science classroom such as this, what are some of the limitations that you see now that we're trying to move forward more 21st century learning opportunities for kids?
Well, one of the main limitations is in many of our science room, we have stationary tables. And so we really have no flexibility to kind of reorganize the room for the particular learning that needs to go on that day.
So you're saying that these are bolted to the floor?
They are bolted to the floor.
You know, these
Yes.
look very similar to the type of science lab tables that I had when I was in high school.
I bet they do. They probably came from a high school built about this time. And so when we think about technology and we think about science today, it is a very dynamic, changing world. And so our science classrooms need to have the flexibility to be able to adapt with technology, equipment, movability. And so we just are kind of limited in the stationary objects that we have here in the classroom.
I would imagine that it makes it very, very difficult for a teacher in this classroom to do any type of collaborative activities with kids where they actually have to get together in groups.
That is correct. You're pretty much working with a table that can sit two students, and then to be able to have those students work in larger groups, it's really not feasible.
So is this the same? I mean, they do all their labs in this classroom
They do all
as
of their
well?
labs.
It's not just lecture, it's labs and everything. So,
Everything happens within these
okay.
walls
Wow,
of
it
this
seems
classroom.
it just doesn't seem like a lot of space here. So.
It's not a lot of space, not a lot of space to move around for the number of students that we have, and also for the type of equipment that we're using with labs, with science.